Alright, here we go. To our next chapter. Hound Pit's Pub. I guess there's going to be something called runes pretty soon, and if you find them, you get power upgrades, stuff like that. Pretty cool. This dude's helping us escape.
This is the Hound Pit's Pub, closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart.
Yeah. Because we know the truth.
Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
The Hound's Pit's Pub. Nice. Mission clues updated. Ooh, we got an achievement. Escaped Coldridge Prison. Nice. Samuel the boatman has smuggled you across the river from Coldridge Prison. He works for an underground movement opposed to the illegal reign of the Lord Regent and has brought you to meet the members of the organization. Okay. So I'm guessing... Hopefully this is where we get our magical stuff. Being sneaky. I don't see anything around here. Oops. I wonder if you get like a, if you get an upgrade that helps you jump higher later, maybe? I know the blink can help you get places you can't really reach. What's up here? Mysteries of Pandesia? At the Academy of Natural Philosophy, they speak of the Pandesian continent as a place of wonder, where all of life has entwined and blossomed across aeons, producing a vibrant ecology unraveled in the civilized world. The overseers from the Abbey of the Everyman, by contrast, talk of horror and heresies, of cults of submen engaged in brutal, perverse rituals. The few who've traveled to the far continent and come back to the Isles, those who've actually touched the soil there, have returned with notes that describe vast deserts, deep jungles, and outlandish creatures that defy belief. Once in a generation, a great effort is mounted to build a colony there, in hopes of this someday growing into a port city to rival Dunwall itself. But to date, these attempts have all ended in madness and failure. Huh. Interesting. Teeth map. Something to sell, looks like. To see when we get to start to buy stuff. That'll be cool. Jump all the way up there. Some kind of card on the wall.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Let's join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress. I'm sure the Admiral's anxious to meet you. It wasn't easy getting you here.
So it's starting at last. Even after 6 months in Coleridge prison, he slipped out like he was nothing.
Yes, not surprising. He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the stories.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and not really remember.
No one knows the words. We all have our suspicions. We'll know the truth in time.
He's strong and quick. But I hope he understands subtlety as well.
This isn't one of the fancy dress parties. The reality is that we need men killed. Have you ever killed a man?
Only with my weight. But it's a fair point as always. He'll be here soon and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Okay. Guess they're good guys. Someone there.
Welcome to the Hound Pit Pub, sir. How may I help?
Hello, sir. I am Wallace, and this is Cecilia. We have been informed of your arrival and will do our best to stay out of your way while you conduct your business.
Yes. Lydia's a servant here as well.
Huh. Ah, I want to take that stuff.
The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Campbell. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pennington. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pit Pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo.
Pendleton.
I'm going to come out.
That sounds like someone we have to kill later.
Aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability to fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Piero. I saw a cartoon about him online.
Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear we'll need. Go talk to him and then get some sleep.
Piero is an inventor who is available to craft and upgrade equipment. Piero spends most of his time in his workshop. Okay.
Talk more when you're rested.
I want this shit behind the counter here. It's worth money, you know. I'll go to the same place, just a lot of doors. Some ore. Interesting.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious
Good to have you with us. Nothing against the others, but there's no substitute for a man.
Money. Is there money all over the floor? coin though.
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area.
What?
The only way to help them is to bring them to the city watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Oh, it's the weepers. Medicinal herbs. The weepers are kind of like zombies, I guess. They're saying if people are bleeding out, you better take them so they can do something to them. Hello, mate. That's
Hi.
Lydia.
It must be Corvo. I am Lydia, at your service. Your room is upstairs and ready. When
Litany on the White Cliff, excerpts from a series of Overseer Invocations by Overseer Abram Templeton. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a road to those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy gray waste of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions, so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes, in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and
told me
doubt.
who it was, well, I thought you'd be older, like the Admiral.
So I guess this is... We're probably supposed to come here after we talk to that guy, but that's okay. Longer work of fiction. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise esoteric patterns, knots, and loops, a seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wind table. Morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face toward me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. So you are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended. What on earth? Prince of Tivia. Lord Nathan Bale, shaking with outrage. How dare you, sir, clothed so in my very home? I should hand you over to the watch, depraved Tivian. Prince Calazar. That's a harsh welcome for royalty, my lord. Your daughter treated me with much more hospitality. Alas, she has gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone. Lord Nathan Bale. What are you doing, leaving this house? Go back to your frozen wasteland, pale rascal. Prince. No need for anger between us, Lord Bale. It is so wrong for me to be here. As I've proven, I've developed an affinity for you and your family. Lord Bale. Oh, my Calazar, your skin is so warm it burns. What? I don't even know what any of this means. Close the toilet. I don't want to look at that. A lot of books in here. Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2. After more than a quarter of a century, I'm done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime. But it's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Fair young empress she was, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world and sailed in the loneliest waters you could imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pandesia. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weather-scarred men who knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year, I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, gaff hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we'd seen in months. I'd helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me.
Attention, Dunwall.
Wow.
Be advised, the river
Sad
rust
story.
infestation has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth and flood district. Do not attempt to approach or Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
If I may, I am a personal assistant to Lord Pendleton, and one of the senior servants at Pendleton House, as was my father. Now I am entrusted with this house, the home of the Loyalists.
I guess we'll come back up here in a minute.
Order can be restored to the city of Dunmore. I believe if anyone but your old wife.
We should go talk to that other guy first. Harpooner songs. What will we do with the drunken whaler early in the morning? Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner early in the morning. Weigh hay and up she rises early in the morning. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver early in the morning. Stuff him in a sack and throw him over early in the morning. Weigh hay and up she rises. What the hell? Alright, let's go see that guy first.
Attention all citizens. Lady Emily Caldwell was abducted 6 months ago during her mother's terrible murder. Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required to speak to the City Watch.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear, all custom. For you, I will create the tools and master the set. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? And be careful. Oil's unstable. When it explodes, there is a terrible chance.
Second solution. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula. Hold on, I gotta take a drink. Sold as Piero's remedy. A name I did not choose if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal, if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague now making its way through the city of Dunwall is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I've studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect, elegant in fact. And while it's true that Piero's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties, not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here's where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that is separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Renhaven River. So it seems like Piero made his own type of health elixir. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, Tivian ore, what's wrong with the metals in Gristal? King Sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the Academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchase unless they're absolutely required. No more copper, wire, or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Admiral Havelock. Okay. He doesn't seem to like what this guy is doing all the time. Stole a map from him. I'm gonna go get him some oil.
That one is empty. The new tank.
I got an empty tank. There, I guess. I'll grab that other one in a second. Look at the stuff up here.
Academy teaches that absurd idea that energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be to see if the formulation of energetic substance is developed. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to necessary legal amnesty.
Huh. Alright, well we got 2 whale oils. It's dripping shit, I don't know if that's good. Ah. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, once refilling is complete, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be, they're quite unstable. System is sound and well engineered. Okay. Whale oil tax. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck. They lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. Ugh. Sick. The Golden Cat. We'll be going there later. Okay. About whaling a ship. Aboard a whaling ship. Remarkably, each specimen had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip east of Tibia, the crew hauled aboard a female some 42 feet in length. I estimate she weighed 35 tons and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Yeah. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually a junior or middle grades. In most matters of etic or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and if accepted for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Okay. Hiring officers to help with the weepers. Of course, I attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We're all part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolok's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your limited imagination. Okay. So he's trying to make more things, it seems. This thing isn't going to explode on me, is it?
Perfect. Now plug it in. Just get it near the... Perfect. Thank you, Carl. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted
Made our mask.
Everyone in the city knows your face. This mask is terror. You just hold still, fitness to be precise. Can you see normally? Hands out of the line. Yeah, better now? I could create upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and how we resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things we need.
Huh?
Tell me what I can
Now he's gonna sell us some stuff. Okay. Crossbow bolts, sleep bolts. We have 870 coins right now. Bullets, spring razors. It will kill people, of course, though. Explosive grenade. And a rewire tool. Weapon upgrades. Crossbow accuracy, crossbow range, crossbow reload, sleep dart, pistol upgrade, spring razor radius, sword crossing. Equipment upgrades. Mask optics 1. Allows you to magnify your view. Bullet capacity. Increases bullet storage to 10. Or by 10. Bolt capacity and grenade capacity, spring razor and bone charms capacity. I know what a bone charm is. Equipment upgrade would be cool. For mask optics, I think. I'll buy that one now. And zoom into stuff. Go to sleep just yet. I thought they were going to let me walk around. I guess I should have picked the other option. Oh well. We are somewhere else. Wonder if this is my room? Looks like it. Alright. Have a look around. I don't know if I'm in my room or am I dreaming? Visit from the outside or something's not right. looks like I'm dreaming. Something's going on. Crazy. Strange gravity.
Hello, Corvo.
Who's this?
Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve you here.
Nice.
Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Sweet. You're gonna learn how to use blink? Yes! Yay! So excited. Okay, power blink. Press left trigger to execute a fast and stealthy forward dash through the world. You can also use it to move upward, but the distance is reduced. Aiming at fast and stealthy forward dash through the world. You can also use it to move upward, but the distance is reduced. Okay. Aiming at ledges will allow you to blink forward and climb up. Hold left trigger to target your destination with precision. A blue sphere indicates that you should reach your destination. Blue arrow indicates that you will climb up when you reach your destination. Target your destination. Okay. So if you tap it, you'll just go really fast. If you hold it though, blue sphere indicates that you should reach your destination. Blue arrow indicates that you will climb up when you reach your destination. Huh. So right now, it's all I'm using is blink. So I'm just tapping it. Oh. So the higher up I hold it, the further I go. Oh. Guess you can't use it that much, huh? My mana's already gone. Shouldn't have wasted all of it. Cool. There she is. You cannot save her, you cannot save her. Huh. I see. So arrow means you gotta climb up the edge when you get there. That's interesting. Who are these two? Pendletons. They're from the, I think their name's Pendleton. I saw them in one of the gameplay things that the developers did. Corvo, I'm very sad. They say that you're dead like Mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. What are these dirty assholes doing to her? Better not be petties. Be man. I'm gonna be mad if they're petties. Get their asses kicked. See, I don't know if that's the guy we were talking to in the bar or not, because he, I thought his name was Pendleton too. Oh well. I'll figure it out. Climb on everything. I love it. I see. So Piero's stuff is mana, where the other guy's stuff is just health. What's this idiot doing? Hit him in the head. Huh. Whoa. It's the tall boys. That's what they're called. They like to shoot weepers or anybody they can. Those things are creepy. Use blink to climb. That's cool. What's that thing? Just the light. Back.
Days that follow, or trials will bring. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men.
Oh.
To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands.
Nice.
With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my words, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Okay. The heart. Equipping the heart in your left hand helps you locate bone charms or runes, even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when you are facing a bone charm or rune, and it beats faster as you get closer. The heart will whisper secrets if you press left trigger while targeting a person or location. Cool.
This place is the end of all things, not the beginning. All of time is meaningless here. Not as seconds, nor centuries.
So it lights up when you're facing it. It's definitely there. Down inside of it? Guess we'll go through this hole though. Might be stuff in there. Whoa. Creepy. We're like sideways. Crazy. Huh. That doesn't get you dizzy. I don't know what will. It's all just so blank. Rune. Once you've collected some runes, open the journal and go to the powers section to exchange them for powers. Runes can be collected and used to acquire supernatural powers. Cool. Dark vision, that's what I want. Possession. Tells you how much mana it takes up. So this one's very low. Possession's very high. This is awesome. When we get back, we'll take a look at all of these. Alright, let's take a look at these special powers, because these are awesome. Okay, so we got Dark Vision. We can get right now, because it only costs 1 rune. Level 1, see in the dark and see living beings through walls, including their fields of vision. Representations of the sounds that you make are also visible. Level 2, see in the dark and see living beings through walls, including their fields of vision. Representations of sounds that you make are also visible. See useful objects and security systems through walls as well. Dark vision is highly useful for stealth, allowing you to watch enemies from behind walls. So is there only 2 levels? You can see visual representations of the sounds you make as well, which further aids in sneaking and understanding stealth. At level 2, useful items, resources, and security devices such as the Wall of Light are visible through walls too. Okay, possession. Level 1 allows control of animal targets. Level 2 allows control of human targets. Bending time. Slows time for a short duration. Level 2 completely stops time for a shorter duration. You move normally. Okay. Devouring Swarm. Summons a swarm of rats that will attack others, then disperse after a short duration. The swarm will also consume corpses. Level 2 summons a larger swarm of rats that will attack others, then disperse after a short duration. The swarm will also consume corpses rapidly. I don't think they bother me though. I think it says attack others, so I don't know. Wind blast. Powerful wind that can push back or knock down enemies and shatter doors. Powerful wind that can push back enemies. Okay. Level 2, very powerful wind that can kill 2 enemies by throwing them into walls and shatter doors. Wow. Pretty cool. Vitality. Health is increased. Level 2, health regeneration is improved. Bloodthirsty. Build up adrenaline to trigger brutal melee fatalities. Level 2, build up adrenaline faster than trigger brutal melee fatalities. Enables a double attack for adrenaline kills, which can be used against multiple enemies within range. Agility. Jump height is increased, okay, and falling damage is reduced. Level 2, overall movement speed is increased. That's what I was wondering, if they had one that could make you jump higher. Shadow kill. Unaware enemies who don't see you turn to ash as they die. Level 3, or level 2, all enemies turn to ash as they die. Shadow kill causes the bodies of slain enemies to turn to ash if they were unaware at the time of their death. This is useful for stealth since you can time your actions so that one killed enemy fades away before another turns and might see him. Okay. So that way you don't have to like hide the body, I guess. But see, I'm trying to do this without killing people, so I think I'll definitely get dark vision right now. Because that seems like it'd be very helpful. Sort of like the Batman where you can see through walls, you know. Press left trigger to see the dark, to see in the dark, and to reveal living beings through solid walls. You can also see their fields of view as well as a visual representation of the sounds you make. Level 2 shows you important items through walls like security devices, weapons, ammo, coins, keys, or traps. Okay. Tutorial.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. Now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Alright. So we are working on getting our powers. Awesome. Love it. I'm excited to start using some new stuff. I really don't need like the melee ones or anything, you know. It was real. It wasn't a dream. Because I don't plan on killing people that way, so. Ooh, there's another rune at the pit. That's cool. Let's have a look at my mission clues. I want to look around a little at other people's rooms and stuff. See what I can steal. Mystical whale artifact. Ooh, bone charms. Bone charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the song they emit. By default, you can activate up to 3 bone charms at once in the bone charms section of the journal. White rat's friend. White rats won't attack you. Okay. Well, we gotta use it, right? Looks like they're giving us 3 for free here. Gutter Feast. White rats can be consumed for mana. Void Channel. Powers effect slightly improved. Powers effect slightly improved. Okay. Sounds good. Granny Rags. course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden. I don't know why it makes this fucking buzzing sound when I'm reading stuff. Hold on. I have no idea why it makes that incredibly loud noise. It's crazy. I don't know if it's the sound effects or if it's music. Let's try music. Let me see if I turn that down, what happens. Let's just see. No, it's still making it. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so weird. Let's try global volume. Oh, you know what? Did I not save it? Is that why? Hold on. Hold on. Oh no, it's fine. That's where I put it. I don't know, it's just something that happens when you go into the thing. I don't get it. I wonder if that happens to anybody else, though. Is it just my TV? I don't know. It's really weird. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of twisting vines. The front room looks out into the street where the neighbors are all setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside. Warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It's sees into a dreary alley where hooligans are playing a game with an old man. The first two are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones to boil them in a pot. No one lives in my house anymore, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine people. Vera Moray, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor. Better even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said, and he was just barely a man, so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand, all my friends. I was the only one, dearie, wet with his paint, glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home, no. We traveled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles, beyond even, all the way to the red cliffs of Pandysia, to dig in the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie, all those marks and bones carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes. Even though his tongue was still, Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me, make me another present. And he went so far, all the way to Dunwell Tower, the royal headsman himself now, my little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. Is that me? Is that why I don't talk? 'Cause I'm mute? Huh. Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup and then he was sick. Better bones was all. For my little mute boy carved in the name of the one with black eyes. And after my husband was gone, given away as his birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. So now I'm old and don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for Granny rags and feeding the little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys, always meddling with an old woman, just trying to make her way. In the end we'll be together with him, you and me in the dreary night with stars above and below, and always the one with the black eyes, dearie. Interesting. I wonder if that was supposed to be about me. The little boy. I think so. I think that's why he doesn't talk. That's why he doesn't have a voice, because he's mute. Very interesting. There's other people's rooms too I want to go into. Back outside.
Should I clear space for Samuel then?
If you like, but he won't use it.
Why?
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh,
That pile of wood out there, it's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Hadlock find these people, I wonder?
You don't mind if I steal your stuff, right, buddy? Yeah, mind.
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 27. In my 13th year, the despised stepmother at last departed, and Pendleton Hall was again quiet, although Father had by then sunk into deep depression. It was at this sensitive time that Waverly Boyle first entered my life. She who will be the source of many tender recollections to come.
Yeah, I think that one guy that was out there was Pendleton, and he's one of the bad guys.
good day, Master Corvo.
That's where we came from. From here.
Attention Dunwall citizens. River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact.
Gaffer's Tale. My sister Nina and I... Did I already read this? Oh, I read the second one, didn't I? Sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood, leaving behind our home city of Yarrow in the cold, but beautiful white landscapes we had always known. We boarded our ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of it getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I helped Nina establish a business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I'd ever done. I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beast up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirits so, as the wind and pounding waves racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me, so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned. Tanned and sinewy with muscle, weather creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose.
Will be taken to the flooded district for
Admiralty and the Fleet. While each of the Isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Bristol, with its long proud history of great ships and the admirals who commend them. Boys come off age in the cities of Bristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates or crush sedious uprisings, as during the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Bristol continues to innovate at sea. The ship designs of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard in the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin their butchery and processing. Even as the ship returns to Dunwall, the crews can be seen working on their latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Runhaven River, coming to dock with one of the powerful warehouse companies such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of those creatures makes a moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city.
rehabilitation.
Ah, I found the Pubmaster room key. It's been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Kovo in the old sewer. They've not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Pyros spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge, and if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Well, we made it. So all those guys that they sent for us, or for me, for Corvo, they all died. Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2. After more than a quarter of a century, I'm done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the isles and made more coin... Oh, we already read this one. I thought we had. I thought we'd read the second part of it. Alright. Looks like we got everything in here. We gotta find dark vision. We gotta look for the heart.
Attention, citizens of Dunwall. The whole port district has been added to the evacuation list. The people count for the month of siege has increased. The Lord Regent has decreed that plague ordinances will remain in effect through the month of rain. Stay alert.
Swim over there? I did find that key though. I think we can use the key to get in here, can't we? I took the key though. I got the Hound's Pit key. Oh, I got the Pubmaster room key. Maybe if I go in his room, maybe I can get the Hound Pit's key. Let's go down here to see if we can get this rune. So to get it to level 2, we need 2 more runes. Well, we'll see. Might buy some other stuff. Alright. Speak to the Admiral. Did I get hurt a little? How did I get hurt? Something's hurting me underwater. I don't know what.
I hope you're well rested. The Admiral has some adventures in store for you, but only he knows the details.
I gotta figure out what this other key goes to, though. There's a lot of stuff to look at around here. Somebody's room. Fugue Feast. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the Fugue Feast. The new year has not started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks that conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservation. When the right cosmological signs are observed and it's time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting high overseer calls for the hymn of atonement and the fugue feast ends. Families return to homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down their weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths. For this time during the astrological alignment does not exist, and it is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marked on the first day of the month of Earth, as it has always been. Interesting.
Elementary songs. History of the Isles. Geography of the Isles. The Seven Strictures. Litany of the White Cliff. Sayings of the Overseer. One day we'll get a few new books.
My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was the creation of Orchado, third perfect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He was exhilarated, savoring each of the small craft's undulations. Orchado pulled a lever, and a great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough. As if knowing my thoughts, Overseer Bryn looked at me and smiled. Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turpitude of the void on our way to the outer spheres. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously in order to determine whether his inclinations were by... Is this one we already read? Yeah, we already... That's something else. We already read that one. Same thing. Ooh, that hurt. Guess he can hurt himself dropping down. I wasn't sure if he could or not. Let's see where that key goes. Whoa. Think I just killed myself. I didn't save anywhere. I don't know where it auto-saved for me. I could blink to the roofs, but I don't want to use my mana though. Oh my god, it saved me all the way back here. Crap. I think there's fish in there that are like hurting me. Yeah. I can't fucking get up. The fuck? There are the fish in there, they're like killing me. Higher. Thought I could get up there. This thing doesn't go very far. These fish are evil, man. I love to eat you. Steal all this stuff again. Alright.
Elementary sums. History of the Isles. Geography of the Isles. The 7 strictures. Litany of the White Cliff. Sayings of the Overseer. One day we'll get a few books.
Oh, she has all those dolls. Kind of creepy. Creepy. No other runes, are there? I don't think so. I didn't really look back here before. Don't know what that key that I have goes to. It's down here. think I've been down here before. I don't have the sewer key. I guess you can only pickpocket enemies.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you.
How you're bearing it.
Put it in there. It's up here. What's this? Abandoned apartment key. Huh. We got abandoned apartment key. We got a sewer. And we need a key for this place, which I thought I had, but apparently I don't. No, not what I wanted. Oh my god, stupid thing. It's hard. See, that's the problem with this. I figured it would happen. It's hard not to accidentally push buttons, you know?
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
Oh. There's a way to get up there. Ooh. Found some metal. I want to get up on that ledge. Dang it. Like no way to be tall enough. It's not tall enough. Can't get up there yet, I don't think. Oh well. There's a way. Just don't think I'm powerful enough yet. Is there any food in here, lady?
What in the blazes was that? Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business. But sometimes, good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Caldwell on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece.
Okay.
Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Mountains.
Okay. So we need to get his journal too. saying to look at something on here, but I'm not sure what. No one. Alright. Shiva.
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain of the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle.
Uh-oh.
Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
How do you know I'm an assassin? Okay. So now I have optional mission as well. Spare Captain Kernow. Sure, Captain Kernow survives his visit to the office of the High Overseer. Callista has an uncle who's captain.